Hey everyone! Most of you watching right now aren't actually subscribed to the channel. If you love staying on top of the latest tech trends and exclusive insights, hit that subscribe button right now. It's totally free, takes a second, and it helps us create even better content just for you. So, show some support and join the semantic tech community. Just when we thought we had a grasp on what the Galaxy S25 Ultra would deliver, new benchmarks have surfaced, and they are stunning. If you're someone who loves getting a sneak peek into what could be the most powerful Galaxy phone to date, then stick around. The Galaxy S25 Ultra variant for the USA, model number SMS938U, just popped up again on Geekbench, and this time is showing the highest performance figures we've seen so far. And yes, we know synthetic benchmarks often vary during development, but these results are genuinely promising. The highlight here is all thanks to Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. This chip, the heart of the USA version, is clocking impressive numbers that show why Qualcomm's latest processor is generating so much buzz. To give you some context, the Galaxy S25 Ultra first appeared on Geekbench back in September, where its highest scores were 3,069 for single-core and 9,080 for multi-core tests. But, as with any device in development, the scores varied, with some testing rounds showing much lower numbers. Now in these latest tests, we're seeing performance ceilings climbing to 3,148 for single-core and an incredible 10,236 for multi-core. That's a significant leap, and it's getting people excited. These aren't just random improvements. These numbers place the Galaxy S25 Ultra at the top of the charts, outperforming its closest competitor, the Galaxy S25 Plus. And speaking of the S25 Plus, recent benchmarks for the European variant of that model also surfaced, seemingly equipped with the yet unannounced Exynos 2500 chip. It clocked in at around 2,360 for single-core and 8,140 for multi-core, which is respectable, but it does place the Snapdragon 8 Elite version of the S25 Ultra ahead, at least in these initial benchmarks. Now, before we get too carried away, let's remember, these benchmarks are for a device still in development. Benchmarks often improve over time as manufacturers fine-tune hardware and software. That's why it's important not to take these early numbers as definitive. In fact, if you look at some of the earlier tests for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, you'll notice much lower scores, which likely reflect a prototype that hadn't reached its full potential. In these new benchmarks, there's a clear sign of improvement, but we don't know what conditions the earlier tests were conducted under. Lab testing can vary significantly, especially when prototypes are involved, so take these scores as an early indicator, not the final word. If Samsung manages to sustain this level of performance, the Galaxy S25 Ultra could redefine a flagship experience. The Snapdragon 8 Elite is clearly proving to be a powerhouse, at least on paper. However, benchmark scores are just one part of the story. The real test will come when users get the phone in their hands. We also have to consider Samsung's customizations and One UI optimizations, which often affect real-world performance. But if these early scores are any hint, Galaxy S25 Ultra users in the USA could be in for a blazing fast experience. In summary, these new benchmarks are setting high expectations for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, especially with the Snapdragon 8 Elite under the hood. However, let's remember to treat these as early indicators. Samsung still has time to fine-tune the device, and we may see even better performance figures by the time it launches. Are you as excited as we are to see what the Galaxy S25 Ultra will bring to the table? Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates on the Galaxy S25 Ultra and other latest tech news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Samsung has finally removed all doubts about a new Galaxy Z Fold model arriving this year. If the leaks hadn't convinced you yet, today's announcement confirms it. The Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition is real, and it's arriving soon. But now, the big question is, how does this special edition differ from the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which was released just a few months ago? One of the first differences between these two foldables is their availability. While the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is available in various markets around the world, the special edition might be harder to get. Samsung has only announced it in South Korea so far, with plans for it to reach China next. If you're in the West or other regions where the Galaxy Z Fold 6 is sold, you may not see this special edition on store shelves anytime soon. Samsung describes the special edition as the thinnest and lightest Galaxy Fold ever made. Measuring just 10.6 millimeters when folded, it's slightly thinner than the Galaxy Z Fold 6, which comes in at 12.1 millimeters. Additionally, it weighs 236 grams compared to the Fold 6 239 grams. Not a huge difference, but notable for those who prioritize portability. When it comes to dimensions, the special edition is wider than the Fold 6, both when folded and unfolded. This difference gives it a broader display, making it more user-friendly for those who are used to regular smartphones. The unfolded dimensions of the special edition are 157.9, 142.6 x 4.9 millimeters, while the Fold 6 measures 153.5 x 132.6 x 5.6 millimeters. The wider design also leads to different aspect ratios. The special edition boasts a 2018 aspect ratio for its main display, while the Fold 6 uses a more traditional 4:3 ratio. This wider layout offers a slightly better experience for tasks like multitasking or viewing content. Samsung hasn't revealed much about any potential upgrades to the displays. However, we do know the special edition has an 8.0-inch main display and a 6.5-inch cover screen. In comparison, the Fold 6 has a 7.6-inch main display and a 6.3-inch cover screen. Both phones likely support 120 Hz refresh rates, but Samsung hasn't confirmed this. In terms of durability, the special edition is made with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for extra protection, and it features a distinctive stripe pattern on the back. Its frame is made from armor aluminum, ensuring it stays tough against everyday wear and tear. One surprising difference is the lack of S Pen support on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. Samsung confirmed this on their South Korean store page. On the other hand, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 does support the S Pen, making it the better choice for fans of Samsung's iconic stylus, even though it requires a separate purchase and doesn't have a built-in slot for storage. If the S Pen isn't a priority for you, the Special Edition might still be appealing, but it's worth considering this omission before making a decision. Both phones pack serious power under the hood. They share the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chipset, which first appeared in the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This powerful chip ensures that both devices can handle demanding tasks with ease. However, the Special Edition stands out by offering 16 GB of RAM as standard, whereas the Fold 6 comes with 12 GB. This extra RAM helps the Special Edition manage tasks like Galaxy AI more efficiently. The Special Edition also ships with 512 GB of internal storage, whereas the Fold 6 gives you options of 256 GB, 512 GB, or 1 TB. As for the battery, both models have a 4400 mAh unit, although Samsung hasn't mentioned if charging speeds differ between them. One of the most notable upgrades on the Special Edition is the primary camera. The Special Edition is equipped with a 200-megapixel main camera, compared to the 50-megapixel sensor on the Fold 6. This upgrade is significant and could be a game-changer for those who prioritize photography on their foldable device. Other camera specs remain similar across both devices, including the telephoto lens and the 4-megapixel under-panel camera. The Special Edition also has an advantage when it comes to connectivity as it supports Wi-Fi 7. This feature is only found on a few other Samsung devices like the Galaxy S24 Ultra, while the Fold 6 tops out at Wi-Fi 6E. Now, what about the price? The Special Edition will cost approximately $300 more than the Fold 6. In South Korea, the Special Edition will be priced at around $2,789,601 or $2,036, while the 512 GB Fold 6 goes for $2,388,101 or $1,743. Ultimately, the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition brings some exciting upgrades like a larger display, 16 GB of RAM, and a 200-megapixel camera. But if S Pen support is important to you, the Galaxy Z Fold 6 might still be the better choice. Either way, both of these foldables are top-tier devices, each with its own strengths.